Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into Dubai's most overlooked and yet highest potential areas of Dubai. It's Al Jadaf. And in this video also I'll share with you why my investors coming from US are mostly interested in this area. Why do they find it promising and feel confident that they will have tremendous cost appreciation on the properties they purchased in this location. We'll also cover on why it makes so much more sense to buy a boutique project rather than investing in a mega project, something massive, a screaming skyscraper, and so on. So why Al Jadaf? Located only 10 minutes away both from downtown and Dubai Airport, Al Jadaf is that rare blend of cultural legacy and investment upside. It's kind of like discovering Brooklyn back when it was still authentic, full of promises, and right before it blew up in value. You've got Creek waterfront on one side, and on the other side you have Dubai Healthcare City with all the medical hubs, the metro line stations, and all the infrastructure. And prices are still 30% below the city center. So that is prime real estate logic, but besides that, we have another reason why we should consider this location, and it's the potential. Al Jadaf plays a key role in Sheikh Mohammed's Dubai 2040 urban master plan, where Al Jadaf is part of a broader vision to revive Creek waterfront and make it into a corridor of lifestyle with art museums, wellness infrastructure, hospitality, of course, and smart transit zones. So, translation, if you invest now in this location, you are about to ride the wave right before it crests. So you should put your money to work.
You send your money out there working for you, a lot of times it gets fired.
So now we'll talk about a specific project which is called Montage by Keymavens. By the time that this video goes on air, online, on YouTube, this project will be most probably sold out. But this is a very good example to showcase and discuss why sometimes it is worth investing in a boutique project, like buying a few apartments in this boutique project rather than going for a mega project, a screaming skyscraper in Dubai or so on. So if we're talking Montage, I like this property for a number of reasons. But firstly, it's because it is not a mega project. It is a boutique project, specifically and intentionally designed and priced to make tremendous revenue. Now, what I mean by that is that in Dubai we have so many developers that are building and building like crazy, but they rarely think about the end user and about the end tenant. So the people who will be living there, their nationalities, their preferences, and so on. So sometimes investors buy property and then they find that this property is not that attractive for the tenants in that location, in that area, because those tenants prefer, I don't know, open kitchen, closed kitchen. It really depends, and you have to know the market in order to design the layouts in a way to make them attractive for that specific location. So what I like about Montage is that they really thought it through. They've checked all the boxes, and you've got a fantastic business plan here in this project. If we talk numbers, we would take one bedroom apartment that starts from around 1.1 million dirham, and the projection, the ROI projection, goes up to 339% ROI over 10 years. Now, you don't have to wait for 10 years, but I'm just saying that it's a good investment that can last for long and make sense as a long-term investment as well. But we will also discuss exit strategies that are much faster, within 6 years, 4 years, and so on. It really depends on you. This is why I think this project is really worth of your attention, and it's really why it's winning the global investors' attention so rapidly, even though it doesn't have a brand behind it, you know, a screaming brand so far, but it still makes a lot of sense for our investors. Now, what I like about Montage, this project, is not only the price per square foot, which is, by the way, 30% below what competitors have to offer. So it's below the costs in city center, let's say, and may I remind you that it only takes 10 minutes of driving to reach downtown, so it's really the center actually. But so far, this is a hidden gem that is for some reason overlooked by many investors. In the same time, this is a very good time to step into it and invest in it because it is about to blow in price. So what I like also about this project is that I also recommend it to end users that really see their life in Dubai. I really love this project not only as an investment opportunity, but also because the overall resort-like lifestyle, which we are used to in Dubai. Living in Dubai makes you very spoiled, but at the same time, you expect the best of the best services. And their amenities have really ticked and checked this box. They are offering tremendous amenities. They have a full floor of amenities where you have 300 square meters gym, sauna, ice room, cold plunge that we so much miss in Dubai, living in Dubai. Infrared therapy, even oxygen room for therapy, and even a virtual gaming room. I'm not so much into gaming, but you can think of it as a Soho house for residents in Dubai, except you can own a piece of it. So this makes it a fantastic opportunity for end users as well, which makes it great because even if you consider your life, you consider relocating to Dubai, you should always be confident that there is always a very comfortable exit strategy. You can always resell this property with good cost appreciation, or you can always rent it out. So we can get tactical now. Let's imagine that you go with the plan A. Scenario A is that you buy with a 50-50 payment plan finance strategy, and then you can furnish the apartment with, I don't know, you only need to invest in some sofas, a bed, soft furniture, and it takes you around 25,000 dirhams for that, and then you rent it out for 7 years. Your ROI projection would be, as I told you, around 339% ROI over 10 years with a net profit of over 2 million dirhams. If you prefer a shorter cycle, as I said, you don't have to wait for 10 years. You can go and sell it out in 6 years, and you're looking at 164% ROI in that case. And this is where Montage is hitting that sweet spot between smart pricing and strong cost appreciation, which makes so much sense because of the area and all the criteria I mentioned before. Now I know I've talked a lot about this specific location, about this specific project, and sometimes my clients say, okay, you just jumped right into this juiciest project. I can't believe it. For sure you have something else we can also discuss. Of course we can discuss, we can also compare it to other projects, other locations, and let's do so. If you compare it to Business Bay, let's say, Business Bay is like a Manhattan of Dubai, very sought after location and project where we sold a lot of properties long ago. So I have a lot of clients that invested in Business Bay 5 years ago. They've made their profit, but it's not the case for you. For you, this is a lost train. So don't think of Business Bay simply because you're looking at a yields of 6.5, and the prices, if you want to step into these projects or these locations at the moment, the prices are already premium, so it's a bit overpriced. And to be honest, the traffic is simply unbearable. I cannot begin to describe you the traffic in Business Bay. Same is happening in Creek Harbor. We're talking high prices at the moment, so it's a bit late to step into those locations. So even if you want to compare it to some locations that are not in the desert but still have a lot of potential and are not overpriced, then Jadaf is winning. So with that being said, you're still getting in early with estimated yields of around 10%. This is what you can expect from Jadaf. The area is performing very strongly and very well. and it has a lot of room for growth. If you want floor plans, ROI projections, numbers, virtual tour of the property, of the apartment, of the amenities you want to discuss, comment, whatever, you know where to reach out to me. You can find me on WhatsApp, or you can comment below this video. Until then, invest smart and live well.